Hi YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is all about the corona panic. So personally I'm not panicking, but I was told by my spirit guides that a lot of my subscribers would really appreciate this reading, would be really happy to see this in their feed because they're worrying about their counterpart or the person that they might not having especially now communication with. So just wanting to know how they're doing or if they're thinking about you. I think specifically if they're thinking about you was what I was told. That would be something you would appreciate to find out. As always, I will be honest, you guys, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes people aren't really thinking about the person that they may not be in communication with if so much other stuff is going on. So just bear that in mind. Don't be too disappointed if the cards are telling you that this person isn't really considering the situation at the moment. But I'm going to give you the opportunity to find that out for yourself. Today I only have 4 options. There are only so many things that can go through the head of a person that's not in communication with you. And this is going to be a reading that, I get what they're thinking or if they're thinking about you. And also I think I'm going to pull a little bit of advice for you, something to soothe you. I know a lot of people are really anxious these days, so I'm going to have you, just give you some messages about your person, but also something for you to chew on for yourself, okay? We have, again, 4 options. This is the crystal quartz, the pyrite, the calcite, and the apatite. So if you choose your options, I will just go to the life shuffle and I will see you at your pile. The timestamps will be down below. If you like my reading, remember to like. If you haven't subscribed yet, remember to subscribe below. And if you want to donate to my channel for all the awesome work that I do for you guys, there's also the option to do that. It would help. Anything you would like to donate would help me greatly as I don't have a job. So, not to pressure anyone. God, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I'll see you at your timestamps. So If you chose the crystal quartz, let's see, what is the message? Is your person thinking about you? How are they doing? And general advice for you. Okay, that's interesting. You're not dying. Stay optimistic. It's actually way better than you think. This is supported by higher beings. The Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Rods, Four of Pentacles. Wow, this could be hoarding. I hope you guys aren't hoarding. Don't hoard. It's not, it's not necessary. New beginnings, success, trust that all will work out. Sexual union, not yet. Pay attention, and it might take a while. Well, no, I don't think your person is thinking too much about you. Honestly, I think they're they're concerned about money, and also there's something about. Well, I would say they're thinking a lot, and I would say that they're quite, there's a lot of energy in like the sense that they're probably anxious and nervous about even their life, because when it's saying you're not dying, I think this pertains to both them and to you. So I would say that your person is really concerned about themselves, about their money, about their future, and especially with the Nine of Pentacles, because this is a card that talks about being the happy single. So that might even if your person is in the relationship, I don't know, they're not really concerned, they're really thinking about how they're gonna get through this. But also there's a message for you about paying attention to something, and I don't know if this means that you are paying extra much attention to what's going on around you, but it's just to be present is really important. What's going on here right now, and also be optimistic. What's going on right now is supported by higher beings. So there's a purpose to all this, and if people are thinking that this is the end of the world, it's not. What I think would help you is we have a card of sexual union. Now this is interesting in this context, and especially because you're in no communication. So I think perhaps for you this would be a good a message about something about honoring your second chakra. That's what I'm getting from this, because it can't mean that you're going to be having a sexual union with your person, but it comes from the second chakra. And now the second chakra is about our sexual energy, but it's also about our creative energy. So we have also a new adventure awaits, embrace it. So I think you're being urged to like try to be creative or something, like work on your second chakra, because that might be one of the parts of your emotional body that needs healing. But I mean, I don't see this person as, I don't see emotion here. I don't see too much of thinking about someone else. I think this is mostly about, people right now, or this person is in that state of mind where they're really concerned about themselves. And that unfortunately might have affected how much they could be thinking about you. So, but don't worry, this is going to pass too. Stay optimistic. It's actually way better than you think. And all this is supported by higher beings, is also telling me that you are protected. So we have also success, trust, all will work out. So again, this was your message. They're not thinking about you now. It might take a while before it picks up again. That's what I'm seeing here, because we actually have the timing of indicated. So you're not really their priority at that, in that sense. I'm sorry if that disappointed you, but remember, when this all ends, it's going to probably pick up for you again, okay? Don't hate me. If you choose the pyrite, let's see. How is your person feeling? Just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on the lights. The sun is setting outside. Okay. Is your person thinking about you? And how are they doing? And advice for you. This is absolutely certain. You're blossoming and you are deeply protected. The Magician. Oh. Judgment. The Sun. Wow. 3 major arcanas. That's incredible. Though you may be physically apart, spiritually you are always together. Love transcends time and space. Nothing is missing. Okay. Eternal. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Listen to your intuition. Go with the flow. And distract yourself. Okay. So this is a message partly for, is your person thinking about you? Yes, this is absolutely certain. You got that from the first card. And also, this is an incredibly powerful connection. It's though you are physically apart, spiritually, you're always together with the Eternal card, which means that this is like probably twin flame. And if not, just a really, really important spiritual connection for you in this lifetime. This person is definitely thinking about you. This person has probably gone through all the emotions that are available to the human species, which of course is, it's a time of deep inner reflection, which they're also doing. So I think this is really teaching them to listen to their intuition, to go within. They're probably distracting themselves with everything they can get to, and I think this is also a message for you to try to distract yourself while you're in all this. If you're like in home isolation, you can do loads of stuff, and you're probably with the magician, you're gonna figure out that you're really, really good at stuff you didn't know you were good at. So if you try a creative endeavor or something like that, with all these cards, this is a really important time, not in just humanity's time, but this is really indicating that it's a really important time for your development. Some people are going to be less affected, some people are going to be more affected. So this time of your life, this whole shebang, if that's what you call it, is a time for you where you're actually going to find that you're going to be blossoming. And I don't know if it's going to come after all this is gone, after all this is over, but this is definitely a critical time for you, and it's going to cause you to blossom in ways you didn't even expect, okay? Also, you're to know that you're deeply protected. So if you're worried about catching this virus, the likelihood is that you're not going to catch it, and no one that or no one that your loved ones are probably safe too. Especially we have you're just to know that you're deeply protected. Go with the flow in all this, just look inside yourself. See this as an opportunity to get to know yourself better. And also, if you want to connect with your person, I think you can connect with your person through meditation. This is a really strong connection. So I'm getting I'm being told that this is you can go into meditation, you can connect to them, you can communicate with them telepathically. They are definitely thinking about you with the sun and the judgment. There's probably been a few epiphanies. I don't see anything like missing you or something like that. I just see a strong connection that is not being affected, and the person that you're thinking about is definitely thinking about you. So what I'm trying to say is that this, even though all this other stuff is going on, you're still on their mind. They're not being distracted from you, from the thought of you. But they're just trying to get through it as best as they can, going with the flow. So part message is, yes, they are thinking about you. This is a very strong connection, and the other part of the message is for you to distract yourself, to know that this is a time for you where you're going to find that you've been blossoming, and you are going to blossom from all this, and that you're deeply protected. Okay. If you chose the calcite, so let's see. Is your person thinking of you? What are they thinking perhaps? And messages for you. Walk away from this for now. Let the mystery unfold. Relax, all is well. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Cups. The Hermit. Playfulness. If love is the answer, why ask questions? Abundance. You are doing so well. Decision is made, and move on. Wow, we actually have 2 cards telling you to move on. Well, this is interesting, and for a number of reasons, actually, because we have the Wheel of Fortune right next to the 9 of Cups, which is telling me that also with the Hermit, which is probably indicating isolation. So you might be, of course, a lot of people are, but this might be actually, telling that you are in isolation, or you're being told to be in isolation. And also that I think you're being urged to have some fun. Laughter is best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. So that's a message for you. And also telling you that you're doing really well, and you've probably been making some really important decisions during this time about maybe you should change your life in a certain way. This has really caused you to reevaluate your life, how you've been living your life, and wanting to perhaps move on from certain stuff. Now, back to the question at hand, the thing that you wanted to know. Actually, I don't think I don't think they want to reveal too much to you about this. They want the mystery to unfold. I mean, they, as in your spirit guides, they want you to first and foremost relax and know that all is well and you're being, you're being cared for, and that you're not to be concerned with this person right now. I think you're being urged to be concerned about yourself and like finding your own happiness in the midst of all this. So just walk away from this for now. And also, it's just really interesting. They're saying if love is the answer, why ask questions? So I think you might already know. I mean, even if this reading doesn't tell you that this person is thinking about you, I think you already know that this connection is deep and that, yes, you've probably crossed their mind. And so, no need to worry too much. You're to find happiness for yourself during this time. You're to know that you're doing really well. You're handling this really well, but just to walk away from this for now. Just let the mystery unfold. You're not supposed to know too much about what's going on with them. You're supposed to like take this opportunity to change stuff up in your own life. I'm sorry this is taking a turn from what you really came to find out, but this is what I'm being told to tell you. So really, I'm just being told to tell you this is an important time of your life, and it's an important time of your life where you are being given the opportunity to change your life. You're sort of being forced to change your life in certain ways, and that should be your focus. You should be focusing on making these decisions, on moving on from certain things in your life that are being probably hindered for you to condition. So I'm hoping this makes sense to you, and if it doesn't, just pick another pile. But I'm assuming that you know already that this person is probably thinking about you. Otherwise, there wouldn't be this, if love is the answer, then why ask questions? But no real indication of this person having heavy, thoughts about you. This is more focusing on telling you that, you're to just walk away from this for now. And it's probably going to bounce right back to you like a boomerang when you just, let this all blow over. So again, know that you're doing really well. They're really wanting to commend you on how you're dealing with this. This, I think, is a really good message to get and a really important message to get. To know that everything is fine, relax, all is well. Just, let the mystery unfold. And just have some fun while this is going on. You don't have to be too serious about this. I know people are worried, but it's all going to work out. Just wait and see, okay? If you chose the appetite, let's see what the spirit wants to reveal to you about you and your person. Are they thinking of you? Perhaps what are they thinking? And messages for you. Make the best out of this situation. Breathe. Nothing is wrong. All you need to know right now is that there's much more coming. We have 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Justice. Speak your truth. No. Time, give it time, you're trying too hard. Great idea, this is still undecided, and divine intervention. So no, your person isn't really thinking about you, but this is not over. I really have to say that right now, because we have a blatant no, so I can't really lie to you guys on this, This is a time where people are really going within themselves. I think it's really important to remember that it's not because they don't care about people who they might, have still attachments to. But a lot of people are really going within at the moment. And you're to know that this is like one of those situations that it's really not about that they're not feeling for you what they're probably feeling, because we have 8 of Wands, which is, it's chemistry, it's attraction. It could also be communication. So this could be like, for some of you, this could mean, I hate that expression for some of you. But, it could mean for some of you that they're going to try to reach out to you with communication. Also, it can mean that, with the Queen of Rods here, that there's something in the way of communication and they're trying to be just. So even if they wanted to reach out, they really couldn't, because it wouldn't be an act of integrity. Now take that as it resonates. If someone here is thinking about a person that is in a relationship, then they can't communicate with you, because it would just be wrong. They are urging you to just breathe. There's nothing really wrong. This isn't going to affect the connection between the two of you, because they're telling you really need to know that there's much more coming here, and you just have to give it time, okay? For you to make the best out of this situation is actually, just advice for you in general. it's just, a suggestion. How can you make the best out of this situation? Now, there's a number of things I want to tell you here. And this first one is, with the Speak Your Truth, I think you're being advised to journal. You're having some ideas lately. You're having some really good creative ideas, and you're not deciding on whether or not to pursue them. I think maybe you've started a few, but I think you're to know here that it's really a good idea for you to pursue some creative endeavors while you're perhaps in isolation or in like quarantine, right? Is that what you call it? And that all this is a divine intervention. Everything that you're experiencing right now is a divine intervention that's going to help a lot of us to move on from destructive patterns, from even, conditioning habits. I mentioned that for the pile, I think pile 2 as well. So this would be a really good time for you to actually just, roll with the punches. And if you're a person that has anxiety, I think this is going to help you in the sense that this is like a humongous amount of anxiety being thrown at you. And once this all blows over, you're going to really see how much of the anxiety that you experience on a daily basis is really in your head. And this isn't to neglect that you can have anxiety and panic attacks, but this is really to show that everything is changing, nothing is constant, and everything is going to end at some point, even that panic feeling that you're probably or might have been having. So again, this will be resolved with the justice and the divine intervention right next to each other. This will be resolved in a just matter, everything, even not just in your life on a smaller scale, but also on a larger global scale. So again, make the best out of this situation, and nothing is really wrong. You just really need to breathe and you relax. Everything is going to work itself out. They're not thinking about you lately. No, they're not really concerned too much with that disconnection at the moment. But you need to know that there's much more coming, okay? So it's not over just because they're not concerned with this connection at the moment. That was what I was urged to tell you. I hope you're not going to hate me too much for that. Just relax. It's all going to work out. You're going to see this pick up again sometime, okay? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'm sorry if the messages weren't too positive today, but quite frankly, I'm not thinking about my twin flame too much either these days, and it's not because I don't love him to death, because I do. It's just that I'm really going within. So maybe you can take it from a person who loves their counterpart, that it's not that I don't love him, it's just that other stuff is more important to deal with at the moment, and especially myself, okay? So if you like this video, remember to hit like, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you want to tip me, you can donate below, and just take care of yourselves, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well out there, and have a great morning, day, or evening wherever you are. Bye.